All right, you guys, I'm super excited to be here today with our very own Coach Greg. How you doing today, Greg?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Super excited to bring you guys Greg's kind of story today and tell you guys a little bit about the organization Everyday Warrior. So, Greg, let's start from the beginning. Tell me a little bit just kind of about your background in fitness and kind of where you started, how you started getting into lifting, that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. It would start with soccer. I played soccer for almost 33 years, and getting prepped for college soccer is when I started working out. But I was doing regular kind of bodybuilding workouts or weightlifting workouts, and then after soccer, I retired from that after blowing my knee out. I tried a CrossFit workout called the 300 workout, and I was hooked. I did terrible in it and sucked up a lot of air and time, and then I made it my mission to improve at it, and then I kind of got addicted to CrossFit, and that was back in New York, and then I moved here and got hired at another local affiliate box, CrossFit box, and that's where I started coaching, and kind of that's where CrossFit took off from.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So with CrossFit and kind of this style of training, was it more to like rehab you from soccer, from blowing out your knee, or was it just like something that kind of took over that competitive mindset?
That's a good question. Yeah, it definitely took over from the competitive side of things. I've always been that way, so this was just an extension of that for me. But eventually what happened is I transitioned out of being the athlete and coaching to more of the coach that does the athletics. I found coaching through CrossFit, and it became way more important to me than actually the athletic side of competing and whatnot. I'm still very competitive and hard on myself about CrossFit, but it's more important to me to coach people than it is to just like go out and try to make regionals or go to the games or anything like that. It's fun to compete, but it's not the priority now.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And so we've known each other for a while now,
Yeah.
but even before we knew each other, like you hit, to say a road bump would be the least way you could describe it, but you were diagnosed with cancer. How long was that after you started CrossFit?
So I got diagnosed with my first cancer in 2011, and we moved out here in 2012. So I was kind of hell-bent in my recovery phase after the treatment that I needed to get myself back in shape, and that's when I found CrossFit, and then it was really close actual proximity. I just started really pushing to take care of myself better, and when I found those workouts, the 300 workout, things of that nature, I started doing it with friends, and then it just kind of like took off from there. And when I got hired out here at this other box, I started as a personal trainer and then became this CrossFit coach. And so it was all in relative proximity of when I got diagnosed and when I got treated the first time. And then I got sick again in 2015 with an entirely different cancer. And I was at a different box in the area. And it just kind of was, I still was working out, I was still competing, I was still hitting PRs during that time, and working out hard and competing in competitions locally, because that's what you do.
Wow. Even while you're undergoing treatment?
Yeah, it's kind of, I had a really good example set for me. My previous box at CrossFit 45 North, I was training with a couple other warriors, if you will, Stephen Barry and Cindy Long, and they both were diagnosed with lung cancer, and their example that they set for me was, you don't quit, you just keep showing up and keep pushing, and I think that's innate in me anyway, but they certainly set the bar very high for me to follow, and I did the best I could to walk in those footsteps as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
And those two were part of what helped connect you with the organization that we want to talk about today, Everyday Warrior.
Yeah, that's right.
Tell me a little bit about kind of your first introduction to them and what their mission is.
You're talking about Everyday Warrior.
Yeah.
So I had heard about Everyday Warrior through Stephen and Cindy after they were both brought in by the organization. And one of my fellow gym members at the time nominated me to Everyday Warrior, and I got a phone call one day from the president at the time, and he talked me through a series of questions and kind of like an intake, if you will, and they said right off the bat that, like, you're definitely a candidate, we want you to be a part of this organization. And so they kind of just open arms took me right in, and very much like the boxes that I've trained at, the community of CrossFit, the community of this organization just sucked me right in. And they presented a very substantial financial respite. They came to the box, the organization. There was 3 or 4 members of the organization that showed up, and my very good friend Cindy passed me the check, and it's pretty. This is pretty amazing. It's pretty. Man, still touches me to this day. Talking about it, it was pretty special. It's just, that's who they are. They give you this pause on something that you can't stop thinking about when you get diagnosed. You're kind of, your brain is swirling around, and an Everyday Warrior comes in and just gives you this bear hug and gives you the support and the love that you can get from your family and your close friends, but you see how big it really is to so many other people out there. And everywhere I went from that point, I was associated with this organization, and people were like, oh, I saw you on the internet, I saw you on that website. And it's like, yeah, you get like a little celebrity status, and I'm fortunate that I'm able to talk about it and be a part of it, and it's very special. Yeah.
It's really incredible. We are getting ready, starting this Saturday at our own box now, to take part in the Everyday Warrior Battle Series.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what the Battle Series is.
The Battle Series, like in the past, they also had War Games. The general idea behind this is to generate donations to the organization. They're a 501c, so their whole basis is there because of the donations that come in. And they have a website presence. You can buy shirts, you can spend money and donate to them freely as you choose, but these particular events drum up interest inside of the boxes in the community of CrossFit. And they have this niche hold right now inside of CrossFit, and anyone who's shared that battle with a warrior or has participated in a workout previously, it's just an extension of that, except now you're donating for a cause. And that cause is so important because it's that very thing that gives that person who goes through this terrible disease, it gives them that pause to just take a break for a minute and to relax just for a minute. It doesn't go away, but it's that pause that makes you realize, where your priorities are at and how important everybody else in your community is to you, and that kind of support. And these Battle Series events give you that opportunity to participate in that right next to somebody that's going through it, a family member that they know that might be going through it. Whatever the case is, it's there to raise money and awareness and inspire, support, and empower those in CrossFit to participate and to donate whenever possible.
So if our members, or if anyone who's watching wants to take part of this year's Battle Series, what do they need to do to be an official part of that? Okay,
so participate, right? You can still participate and do the workouts, but if you can donate and sign up through the website, which is everydaywarrior.org, if you can sign up and do that, you can buy yourself a shirt and not participate. You can participate in the workouts, get a shirt or not get a shirt. Anything helps. Any donation helps. It's not a great big buy-in by any means, as far as like when I think of competition fees or online participation to competitions, it's not an expensive one, and it's going to such a great cause. So that's the best way to do it, and that Battle Series is going to bring your community together. It's an opportunity to put us all together on the same page and share in something that we already do anyway, that it's fun for us on an any day, but it gives us that opportunity to I think just come a little bit closer as a community, even in COVID times.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, well, we're going to get warmed up. We're going to perform the first workout of the Battle Series here. So, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm excited.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Yeah, thank you. Hey everyone, this is Coach Greg. This is the first Everyday Warrior workout of the Battle Series for 2020. What we're looking at today is 9 single arm alternating devil's presses with 50 pounds RX for the men or 35 pounds for the ladies. And that's followed up with 28 double unders for 10 rounds. Should be a good time for everyone. Hope you enjoy it. So, for the devil's press, we need one hand on the dumbbell, one hand on the floor, all the way down. Chest and thighs have to hit the floor. Come up, swing that dumbbell up overhead, lock that arm out. You can transition at any point after that arm is locked out. After you've done 9 reps alternating, you switch to your double under, standard double under, and 28.
Just finished up the first workout. Coach Greg, what do you think?
It's outstanding.
Oh my gosh.
I'm honored to do it for those who can't. It's an honor. But man, it really sucked.
Way to go, man. Way to go. All right. So if you want to donate, go to the Everyday Warrior website. You can donate. You can be part of the Battle Series. You can do whatever you want to help support this awesome organization, you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
We will see you next time.
I think seeing Erica last weekend too really kind of hit home, and I found this photo of my friend Zan recently, who just passed away back in November, and man, that hit me like a ton of bricks. I love that dude, and it still hurts to this day that he's not here anymore. I can't talk to him, and I have messages on my phone from him, and it's like it's just like you come across something like that randomly, and it just like all of a sudden reminds you to stop for a second and appreciate what you have, you know.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.